Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this class I want to explain solutions. It is one of the important topic in second year. So first solution. In our daily life we are observing so many solutions. Salt solution, sugar solution, glucose solution. And alloy is also an example of solution, like brass, bronze, German silver. They are an examples of solution. See, what is the definition of solution? The homogeneous mixture of two or more components is known as solution. Homogeneous mixture of two or more components is called solution. If a solution only consists of two components, then it is known as binary solution. Binary solution. If it is consists of only two components, it is binary solution. For example, sugar in water, it is an example of binary solution. Sugar in water is an example of binary solution. Here the solution, actually binary solution, consists of two components. One component is known as solvent and another component is known as solute. In generally, the larger quantity component is called solvent and lower means lesser quantity component is known as solute. And physical state of the solution can be decided by only solvent. Solvent decides physical state of the solution. And just you have to remember that the formation of solution is a physical change but not a chemical change. Physical change. That's why we can separate solute and solvent from each other by using different methods like crystallization method, evaporation and filtration also sometimes. By using some methods we can separate again solvent and solute. Yes sir. Now in our body also particular solutions are there, mostly liquid solutions. They have a particular concentration, fixed concentration. Generally we are using intravenous injections, their concentration must be equal to our plasma concentration. Next year, based on the physical state, solutions are classified into total 9 types. So I want to explain types of solutions based on the physical state. So here first one, type of solution. Next to, in that solution, solute and solvent. Example for that kind of solution. Example. First type of solution is gaseous solution. Gaseous. In gaseous solution, always solvent is gas only. Here solvent gas. But here maybe the solute is gas, liquid or solid. Gas, maybe liquid and also solid. For first one, which one is example? First one, oxygen mixed with nitrogen. Liquid in gas, the best example, chloroform mixed with nitrogen. And the next one, solid in gas, camphor in nitrogen is an example of that type of solution. Next, after gaseous solutions, liquid solutions are there. Liquid solutions. In liquid solutions, always, so liquid is the solute. Liquid is solute. Sorry. Solvent is always liquid. Here liquid, liquid. But solute is maybe gas, liquid or solid. The best example for gas and liquid, so DO, dissolved oxygen, or oxygen dissolved in water, and soda water also best example for this, soda water. Next, liquid and liquid, so many examples are there, like ethanol mixed with water. Next, solid in liquid, best example, glucose in water. So these are an examples of liquid solutions. Next, after that, solid solutions. Solid solutions. In solid solutions, always solvent is solid. Solid. Maybe gas is the solute, liquid is the solute, and solid is the solute. Gas in solid, the best example for this, hydrogen gas adsorption on palladium. Hydrogen gas adsorption of palladium, or solution of hydrogen in palladium metal is example. Liquid in solid, the best example, zinc amalgam and sodium amalgam, they are an examples. Next, to solid in solid, we have so many examples. Alloys are best example, are copper dissolved in gold. Copper dissolved in gold. So mostly alloys best example of solid in solid type of solution. Next one, after this we have three alloys and their concentration also important. Three alloys. So first alloy is brass. Brass is actually brass composition is copper and zinc. Brass, so its composition copper and zinc. Copper percentage is 60% and zinc percentage is 40%. 60 and 40%. Next, bronze is made up of two metals, copper and tin. Here copper percentage is 88%, tin percentage 12%. Next, German silver is there. German silver actually contain three types of metals: copper metal, next to zinc metal, and last one is nickel. Copper composition 25 to 30%, zinc same 25 to 30%, and zinc composition is, so here 40 to 50%. So it is about alloys and their composition. These alloys also an example of solution. They are solid type of solution. So after this, the next one, concentration expression methods. Concentration expression methods. So first of all, what is the definition of concentration? You know, the amount of solute present in a solution with relative to the solvent is known as concentration. Concentration can be expressed in several ways. Mass percentage. So methods, concentration expression methods. Concentration expression methods. To express the concentration, we are using so many methods. In that, the first method is mass percentage. Mass percentage. Right. Mass percentage. Here, what is the definition of mass percentage? You know, the amount of solute or solvent present in 100 grams of the solution is known as mass percentage. And what is the formula we are using to calculate mass percentage? W by W. So W by W of any component, W by W percentage is equal to, so what formula we are using? You know, mass of one component, any one component into 100 divided by total mass of the solution. So this formula we are using to calculate mass percentage of any one component, either it is solute or solvent. For example, here 10 percentage of glucose solution is given. 10 percentage of weight by weight glucose solution is given for us. Glucose solution. So what is the meaning of it? You know, 10 grams of glucose present in 90 grams of water. That is the meaning. 90 grams of water. And the total mass of the solution is equal to how much we will get? Solution mass is equal to 100 grams. So in that way we are expressing mass percentage. And here we have one important point. Commercial bleaching solution contains 3.6 mass percentage of sodium hypochlorite. So 3.62 mass percentage of sodium hypochlorite. Sodium hypochlorite in water is known as commercial bleaching solution. So this is about the mass percentage. Then after mass percentage, another method of expression of concentration is volume percentage. Volume percentage. Then what is the definition of volume percentage? You know, the volume of component, either it is solute or solvent, present in 100 ml of solution is known as volume percentage. Generally, in case of liquids, this method we are using to express their concentration. To express the concentration, we are using this method. So volume percentage of component is equal to what we can write? You know, here we can write like this: volume of component volume of component into 100 divided by total volume of solution. Total volume of solution. For suppose here if we have 10% of ethyl alcohol, what is the meaning of it? 10% volume by volume given means 10 ml of ethyl alcohol dissolved in 90 ml of water. That is the meaning. Of so 10% volume by volume. And we have one important point here. 35% of volume by volume of ethylene glycol can be used as a anti-freezing agent in motor vehicles. Motor engines, we are using this solution as a anti-freezing agent. It decreases the freezing point of water up to minus 17.6 degree Celsius. Up to this temperature, it decreases the freezing point of the water. So this is about the volume percentage. Then after volume percentage, mass by volume percentage is there. Mass by volume percentage. Mass by volume percentage, W by V, right? So it is actually, what is the definition of it? The mass of solute present in 100 ml of solution. That is the definition of, so mass by volume percentage. The mass of solute present in 100 ml of the solution is known as mass by volume percentage. So generally this method is we are using in pharmacy to express their concentration. We are using this method of concentration. Here what we can write, W by V percentage is equal to mass of solute into 100 divided by total volume of solution. Total volume of solution. So this is about the mass by volume percentage. And after this, one more important concentration expression method is there, that is ppm, parts per million. ppm, parts per million. So what is the parts per million? What is the definition of ppm? The number of parts of component present in 1 million parts of solution. 1 million parts of solution is known as ppm. See here what formula we are using to express the ppm, so this formula we are using number of parts of one component divided by total number of parts of all components. Into 10 power 6. This is the formula we are using to express the ppm. Now ppm, when we will use ppm, generally to express the trace quantities and a little bit amount of solutes, if we want to express their concentration, this method we are using. Generally in atmosphere, to express the concentration of pollutants, So we are using parts per million. And we have one point here. So what is the point? Actually they given one example for us. So what is that example? See, if we take 1 liter of sea water, 1 liter of sea water, its weight is 1030 grams, contain 6 into 10 power minus 3 grams of oxygen O2. Then they ask to express this concentration in ppm. How we can solve this? See, actually 1030 grams of sea water contain 6 into 10 power minus 3 grams of oxygen. If we take 10 power 6 parts, 10 power 6 grams of oxygen, then it contain how much? 6 into 10 power minus 3 into 10 power 6 divided by 1030. After simplification, 6000 by 1030, approximately we will get 5.8 ppm. So this is the expression of oxygen in 1 million parts of oxygen. And after this ppm, so we have an important expression method, that is mole fraction. Mole fraction. What is the definition of mole fraction and everything? Let us see. So first, mole fraction, the ratio between number of moles of one component to the total number of moles of all components in the solution is known as mole fraction. So the number of moles of, the ratio between number of moles of one component to the total number of moles of all components in the solution is known as mole fraction. For example, one binary solution is there. If binary solution is consist of two components, so first component A and second component B, number of moles of A component Na, number of moles of B component Nb, then its mole fraction Xa and its mole fraction Xb. Then how we can express the mole fractions? Xa is equal to Na by Na plus Nb, Na plus Nb, and Xb is equal to Nb by Na plus Nb. So like this way we can express. So for example, the mole fraction of A component is equal to number of moles of that component divided by total number of moles. And here Xa plus Xb is equal to how much we will get? Xa plus Xb is equal to, we will get 1. So sum of the mole fraction of all components in the solution is equal to unity. Mole fraction has no units. It has no units because actually it is a ratio, so therefore it has no units, and it does not depend on the temperature. Okay, it does not depend on the temperature, and this is about the mole fraction. So in actually in our syllabus we have one question on mole fraction. So what is that question? Problem number 2.1 is there. 2.1. Calculate the mole fraction of ethylene glycol. Mole fraction of ethylene glycol C2H6O2 in a solution containing 20% of C2H6O2 by mass. That is the question. Now 20% of C2H6O2 by mass they given. By mass. So in that problem they are asking mole fraction of ethylene glycol. Now 20% of ethylene glycol by mass means 20 grams of ethylene glycol present in 80 grams of water. 80 grams of water. Then the number of moles of ethylene glycol is equal to how much? C2H6O2. Here 20 divided by molar mass of ethylene glycol is 2 carbons are there, that's why 24 plus 6 plus 32, oxygen 2 atoms, 20 by 62 is equal to how much we will get, you know. So 0.3 we will get 0.3, how much, 322 we will get number of moles. Next, number of moles of H2O, how much it is? Number of moles of H2O 80 by 18, it is 4.44 moles we will get. Then what they asked, mole fraction of ethylene glycol C2H6O2 they asked. Then number of moles of C2H6O2 and total moles we have to take 0.322 divided by 4.44 plus 0.322. If we simplify this, we will get 0.068 is the answer. So that is about the problem number 2.1. Then after that I want to explain the next concentration term, that is molarity. The next concentration term is molarity. Molarity denoted by capital M. Then what is the definition of molarity? The number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of solution is known as molarity. The number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of solution is known as molarity. So molarity is equal to N by V we can write. So it is number of moles of solute divided by volume of the solution in liters. Yes, next one, what units we are using to express the molarity? Moles by liter is the unit of molarity, or we can express in moles by decimeter cube also. And it is depend on the temperature. It depends on the temperature because here we have volume term, that's why it depend on the temperature. And you know that normality is equal to weight by gram molecular weight, that's why what we will get, molarity is equal to weight by gram molecular weight into 1 by V we will get. Sometimes the volume they will give in milliliters, then we can modify the equation like this. Whenever the volume is given in milliliters, then what formula we have to use? This formula we have to use. And in our syllabus one question is there, problem number, example number 2.2. So what is that problem? Just see here. Calculate the molarity of solution containing 5 grams of NaOH in 450 ml of solution. That is the problem. Calculate the molarity of solution, NaOH solution which containing 5 grams of NaOH in 450 ml of the solution. So here molarity is equal to 5 grams of NaOH means it's a solute and its weight is 5 grams. NaOH molecular mass 40 to 1000 by 450. So if we simplify, we will get the answer 50 by 4 into 45. So after simplification, how much we will get? 0.278 we will get. 0.278 mole by liter is our answer. So this is about the molarity. Then after the molarity, I want to explain mole fraction. Mole fraction is already over. Na? Molality small m. Yes, what is the definition of molality. The number of moles of